Hi, my name is Christopher Pazdernik, and I am the assistant director for the Chicago production of FMen, produced by Bailiwick, Chicago. So what does the assistant director do? It's different a little bit, actually, in each production. For this production, I'm working very closely with Tom Mullen, who's the director. And right now, after the first week, he's probably like the person that I have the most closest relationship to. Most closest? Yeah, that's correct. But the cool thing about working with Tom is that right now we're very sort of exploratory. So we're just kind of reading each scene around a table a couple times, talking a lot about what's happening in the characters' lives and what kind of happens before the scene and what happens after the scene. So right now, kind of my job has kind of been there to digest a lot of what Tom's saying, because next week, after we block the stuff, then I'm going to start running rehearsals with the understudies. So this week, I've been, talking with Tom and listening to Tom and trying to get a really good sense of exactly what he's trying to work on for the show, so that when it's me working with the understudies, then I can have a good sense of sort of continuing everything that Tom's been talking about. So it's just kind of like a unified approach to what we want the show to be about. And probably the biggest idea that we've been talking about, kind of funny, since the title of the play is FMen, and it's based on a show, La Ronde, that is mostly known for being, a series of 10 sexual encounters. Is it really what the show is about? Is that each of these scenes is about two guys trying to find an emotional connection? And yes, there's a sexual encounter that happens, but that's not really what is driving all the guys in the show. They're fucking men, yes, but they're looking for something more than that. And so that's kind of been like the question of the week, is like, what is happening in these guys' lives, and what are they looking for, and what are they finding, or what are they not finding? And yeah, so that's been really interesting. I think that it's a really, really interesting script, because I feel like it talks about a lot of things that a lot of people, even in gay society, don't like to talk about. It's either you kind of come from a school where you don't talk about it, or you come from the school where you're out and proud and you're on the float and the pride parade. But the cool thing about Joe's script is that he kind of makes those two worlds collide. So you see people who are in committed relationships screwing around, and you see people who are in the closet and hooking up, or you see people who are gay and picking up people at bars. It kind of like every sort of microcosm you get somewhere in the show, and it's a really honest, sort of contemporary picture. You have characters who are still kind of figuring out their sexuality and what is that. So that's really interesting too. Right now, the character that I dig a lot is Sammy the playwright, mostly because it's played by my good friend Ryan Lanning. He's the only actor that I knew coming into the process, and Ryan's really talented. And I used to seeing him in musicals, so it's really been fun to kind of see Ryan not sing and just kind of take on this character. And that's been so that's probably the person I feel like I jive the most with at the moment. Sorry about this pen clicking. So for opening night, I would probably just tell myself to enjoy it, because this is a really cool process, and that'll kind of be like the culmination of sorts of all the hard work we're going to do over the next couple weeks. For me, it'll be more nerve-wracking the first night an understudy goes on, because those are going to be the people that I will probably develop the most sort of rapport and working relationship with. So yeah, I'm Christopher Pazdernik. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you at the show.